Okay, so I wasn't even going to do a video today, um, but I got some more information from Starlight Homes. So think of this kind of like a part two of my rant from yesterday, because I am still pretty ticked off. I'm just going to fill you guys in. Again, I know this isn't going to change a whole lot for some individuals. What I do hope is through this that some individuals decide. I honestly, I hope everybody decides to never, ever, ever buy a house from Starlight Homes. To be very forthright, if you will, I'm not losing the deal. We've got a plan in place to continue to help the veteran to keep the deal in house and help her become a homeowner. I love that about our team here. But my goodness, these guys, and I'm going to be really, really careful. All right, I don't really care for salty language, but I want to use it. That's for daggum sure. So heard back from them today, Starlight Homes, and they have decided that sure they'll extend the closing. And they're going to charge her $500 per day. 500. So even if we were only talking 2 days, and again, remember, if you go watch yesterday's video, this is outside of my control. The reason for the pushing the closing back, it's outside of my control. It's outside of anybody's control. Any lender would run into this because it's not our rule. This is the VA. It's their rule. It's Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, the two largest investors of mortgage loans. They write the rules. We just get to tell everybody what those rules are, okay, or guidelines, what have you. Anyways, so even if we were only talking 2 days, that'd be $1,000. 1,000 on 2 days. Here's the crazy part is we got the appraisal back, and the way it works with mortgage loans, if the appraised value comes in higher than the contract value, if everyone's in agreement, you can, and usually they are, you can actually increase the sales price by X amount. So if the appraisal comes in, say $5,000 above the contract price, make it super simple. You're buying a house for $300,000 and the appraised value comes in at $305,000. You can go back to the seller and say, "Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Seller, we'd really like to go ahead and raise the sales price to $305,000, and we would love for you to give us $5,000 back as a seller concessions." Happens all the time. So we did that with Starlight Homes. They said, "No, we're not doing that. The contract's for this amount." And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? It's like literally, this is like a win-win for everybody in this case because we're trying to find a way to help the veteran out, and the value came in much higher. What they said was, I mean, just point blank, there's no, we're not doing that. And the reason this is a win-win for everybody involved is they get to sell the house or show on their books at a higher value. They decide no, we're not going to do that. The reason it helps out the buyer is we can get really crafty with that extra money. Okay, like help buy the interest rate down, and so in a way that even though the sales price is going up, because we can use that extra money to drop the interest rate and do a permanent rate buy down or a temporary buy down, whatever that we want to do or help them do, and they get to decide. But a lot of times and many times, the payment would be lower on this new creative way compared to the older way. They weren't going to do it. Then they had this brilliant idea. They said, "Oh, How about we just cancel the contract? This is Starlight Homes. Like, how about we just cancel the contract and we're going to rewrite it for $63,990 more. I'm not kidding. I can't make this up. They wanted to redo the contract for almost $64,000 more compared to what it was yesterday. Remember, I told you these guys are greedy. And I want to be fair on both sides of the coin here. Not all builders are this way. In fact, most builders are not this way at all. I've had the privilege in 19 years of doing mortgage loans. I've had the privilege of working with a lot of builders. Most of them wonderful. I mean, obviously, they build homes. They want to make money. It is what it is. But most of them are willing to play ball and do what's necessary to get the deal done and help people out. Not Starlight Homes. They are the cream of the crop of a-holes. I'm not, again, I can't make this up. They're gouging this veteran. And I have a deep, deep, deep passion for our veterans, for those that have served our country. And remember, as I said yesterday, this lady, she served our country so well that she banged up her body, and the VA deemed her 100% disabled. And Starlight Homes is like, I don't care. I want more money. In fact, I want $64,000 more now. They don't care. So my hope here, and I'm not stupid, I highly doubt it's going to happen, but man, I would love for this thing to go viral, to take off. And I would love, and I really do mean this, I would love if this went so deep out into the interwebs, if you will, that Starlight Homes falters. They got to shut their doors. I really do. I don't have much room, if any at all, in my heart for very greedy individuals. Again, this is a situation that is outside of my control. It's outside of any lender's control. And I can't give away all the details. Right? I just can't do that. But when something's outside of our control, you hope that other individuals will have a heart and work with you to do what's right. Again, Starlight Homes, Ashtonwood Homes, whatever, they won't do it. They are cream of the crop jerks. So go somewhere else. Go to go to D.R. Horton, Highlands, whatever. Stay away from Starlight. Again, I know I said this yesterday, that some people are going to say, "Oh, that won't happen to me." I hope it doesn't. I really do. I hope it doesn't. It never happens to you. But I'm telling you, if something comes up, because I think life has taught us that life happens and things come up that are unexpected. And if you're with Starlight Homes, you're going to get the Grinch, like that tiny, tiny heart kind of Grinch. That's what you're going to get. So, my plead, one more time, stay away from Starlight Homes. You will not be happy with them at all. Any other builder, you're going to be fine. All right. Hey, if you see this and you have a question on anything mortgage related, let me know. Situations, tell me your crazy stories. I love doing this stuff. It's fun for me. The biggest point that I try to drive home with these videos is really to educate you, whether it's mortgage loan programs, what's going on in real estate, what's going on with interest rates, all that fun stuff. You probably Google what's going on with interest rates, but if you want the nitty gritty, more than happy to do it. But yeah, just drop a comment. and I'll do a video on what I see in there. So hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care.